What the Bible says about time. God outlasts time. You must not forget this one thing, dear friends. A day is like 1,000 years to the Lord, and 1,000 years is like a day. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 8. God created time. God said, "Let lights appear in the sky to separate the day from the night. Let them be signs to mark the seasons, days, and years." Genesis chapter 1, verse 14. God is with us throughout time. Lord, through all the generations you have been our home. Psalm chapter 90, verse 1. Jesus. And be sure of this, I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Matthew chapter 28, verse 20. Our time is limited. 70 years are given to us. Some even live to 80. But even in the best years are filled with pain and trouble. Soon they disappear and we fly away. Psalm chapter 90, verse 10. Teach us to realize the brevity of life, so that we may grow in wisdom. Psalm chapter 90, verse 12. Our days on earth are like grass. Like wildflowers, we bloom and die. The wind blows and we are gone, as though we had never been here. Psalm chapter 103, verse 15 through 16. Time. Use it wisely. Be careful how you live. Don't live like fools, but like those who are wise. Make the most of every opportunity in these evil days. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15 through 16. Men, women, and God. Making a man and a woman. Genesis chapter 1, verse 27, and chapter 2, verse 15 through 25. God made everything in the cosmos, from the microscopic amoeba and tiny insects to the vast planets and galaxies. But his work wasn't done until he had designed his most amazing creatures. The first two chapters of Genesis give us two slightly different descriptions of the process God used to create humanity. The soundbite in Genesis chapter 1, verse 27 tells us that people were created in God's own image. That doesn't mean humans are gods, but it does mean we have some of the Creator's characteristics, including our own kind of God-given creativity. The longer Genesis chapter 2 account provides more details about God's creation of Adam and Eve. Adam came first, and one of his ribs was used in the later creation of Eve. People have argued about the Genesis creation stories for centuries. Skeptical scientists say the Bible is riddled with errors, but theologians say Genesis was never intended to be a science book. Feminists and traditionalists have also fought bitter battles over these two brief passages. Feminists prefer Genesis chapter 1, which supports their claims of gender equality, while those who support male leadership in the home and society prefer Genesis chapter 2, which suggests women may have been dependent on men from the beginning of time. These passages won't settle the raging scientific and moral debates, but they do make one thing perfectly clear. God created both the male and female and declared them very good. Genesis chapter 1, verse 31. Adam was pretty pleased too. At last, he exclaimed when he first saw Eve. Genesis chapter 2, verse 23.